ship sways and creaks as you all continue your discussion of what your next steps are as the sun begins to slowly climb above the horizon and light the sky. How does Brody, what's the look on Brody's face as he comes to this realization about Sonder?
I mean, kind of expected, but I don't think it's too drastic.
Yeah, make a either persuasion or deception check to see how much this revelation is betrayed on your countenance.
8.
8? Does anybody have a passive perception above 8? I think you all do, probably.
16.
18.
10. Just barely.
Yeah.
Wait, you mean I get to use my passive perception? This is incredible.
Yeah.
What a wonderful day.
You all notice as Brody gets this kind of spaced out look on his face. And I think on an 8, you subconsciously your hand goes to Saunders' hilt at your side.
Go off the scone under your nose.
Mm.
Shove.
Pushing it.
You look hungry.
Thanks.
Quartz for your thoughts, brother?
I'm fine.
Well, no quartz for you then.
So, what do you guys think? Should we... this is Alvier, as he's arms crossed, still deep in thought about what the next step should be.
Well,
Of course, I think we should investigate the cathedral here in Port of Ilvermyr to make sure that Saoirse's family is, to see if they have had word or if either of them have come here.
mm-hmm.
But we will have to either way return to Caldronmore to inform Mirezik about the location. So if we want to go to Ilvermyr and investigate there first and see if we can't find this tool before Mirezik can get his hands on it. Perhaps that is upon return.
I don't even know that they're there. So,
But it's a lead.
And leads have a way of growing cold, if not looked into.
That is true.
Also, if we do go to Ilvermyr and we go to that mountain that we saw, do we even have a method or a mechanism to pull someone out of a mountain that they were shoved into?
I suspect that we do.
Not me.
Maybe you.
Right,
Maybe
probably, most certainly you.
With Sonder?
Maybe.
I might be able to help. Curtsy picks up.
Can you merge with other rocks?
I don't know, I haven't tried. Perhaps. But I know rocks pretty well, and I know mountains even better.
Oh. Well,
Know them as in... you can talk to them?
Well, I think I was one for a while.
Right.
That's what you've all helped me remember.
that is true.
And does that help you know if, mountains can burp up prisoners or something? Or,
I'm not sure. Maybe if I'm there, I could find out its secrets. Maybe there's some sort of a cave system or something that we could travel through to get to him.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Is that mountain one that we ever,
The only people
went to, or?
the only people who went into the up into the mountain were the people who were hunting saber moose, which was a incredibly dangerous thing that none of you ever did because you were children.
There's
Right.
saber moose up there. That's a problem.
Sick.
In what way?
Saber moose are awesome.
Petra and I went up that mountain when we first met. That's where he was headed when he found me after the Ember Flare. I'm not incredibly familiar, but at times we have made, the Luxons have made camp at the base of the mountain, so it is not wholly unknown to me.
why did he take you to that mountain? Was he looking for Thyris? Did he know?
I don't think he even knew why we were there. You said when you first met Petra, he asked you about mountains. Did he say why?
No, just that he had waken up and was looking for mountains, so I pointed him to them, and he seemed lost, like things had changed. Which makes sense based on what we saw in the dream. But apparently he was looking for Thyris then, it would seem. So I don't know if that's just some remnant of Petra's memory, or if maybe he wants to release Thyris somewhere subconsciously.
Perhaps he does. Maybe he doesn't even know that's what he's looking for yet.
So I think what our options are Ilvermyr or the church right now?
I think that we can go to the church first, because that's just a day trip.
See, I'm somewhat concerned that if we don't handle this thing going on with Thyris in a timely manner, our contract becomes void. And then
That's true. You think that we're the only ones that Mirezik has out searching for this place?
I think we're the only ones that probably have good leads and a connection with Petra that would guide them.
That's true,
fair.
but he's got Petra with him, so who's to say he can't forge that connection with some of his, children and send them to make sure that we're not fucking him over?
True. Do you think his children would survive Ilvermyr? Or would recognize the things in the dream like we would?
I'll be perfectly honest with you, I don't know that we can survive Ilvermyr again.
Good point. We'll try.
Yeah, it was
Go with
rough
that.
last time. I'm confident that I could keep us alive. I've survived this long, mostly on Ilvermyr. I'm open to either option.
Since exploring the church is part of, what you're trying to find, I'd say that we would leave it up to you which way we go. I would recommend we go to the church first, just so we can pop in, ask some questions, see if they were even there, and then leave. But if you don't want to deal with that, or if you think that is following the wrong timeline, then we can just go and come back and do that later.
The thing is, I don't even know that they're here. I have no idea where they went. And of course, I'm obviously concerned that, anybody could find out that we were recently with their two now missing comrades, and that could lead to a whole...
How would they know that, though?
The longer we wait, the more likely those survivors get back to the church, and the more dangerous the church becomes.
Wasn't there just the one survivor?
But he had two guys with him.
He had friends.
And they're still locked up with the children of Rot, as far as I know.
They could be locked up, they could be starved to death, they could have gotten free, because we did leave the key there for them.
Not where they can get it.
Well,
Close.
Well,
give
We'll
them
figure
enough
it out.
time, yeah.
if God wants them to live, they'll live.
Through Exardeska, all things are possible and whatnot, right?
Either way, they're going
Write
to be
that down.
really pissed at us if they ever get out.
Yes,
That's
so
true.
the longer we wait, I think the church gets a little bit more dangerous, but
Shit, I didn't
So-
think of that. That is true.
What exactly are we going to be looking for, though? I'm just going to walk up and
That's-
say, hey, have you seen anybody made of ice recently?
Yes.
yeah. And or what do you do with people that come looking for the absolution or whatever they fucking call it up there?
I gotta be honest with you, I'm really scared they're going to offer us absolution. I don't want to do absolution.
Yeah, but you could be like, I already have it. Look at me.
I'm good. I got all the absolution I can take.
Got absolution out the wazoo.
We can try it.
Watch your language.
We can pop by, I suppose.
It's just up to you. I mean,
So,
what your other plan is to not look into it.
My other plan was to maybe look into it when we get back from this other perilous thing we have going on.
But if he gets back and they're like, oh yeah, we sent them to Ilvermyr.
That would be such a problem.
yeah.
Just as a heads up, Alfie and Finley both succeeded on their saving throws and are not exhausted from staying up all night watching you guys.
Oh, good.
Cool.
They can take
Yes. Did I sever them?
Yeah, you severed them.
No, you only severed Magnus.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know about that.
She definitely
No,
severed.
I severed them because I don't have any lay on hands.
How many points do you have total?
15.
15? Okay, so
Which
you...
means I did it 3
Yeah.
times.
Okay, so yeah, they
So
can...
the
They can
three
take
of
it.
us are still
Yeah,
connected.
I remember we did the 3, and they were like, "Wait, should we not do all of us? Because that's probably a bad idea."
I think having succeeded on their saving throws, both of them are like, I mean, if you guys are going to the temple, then we should go with you. I don't think this is a good like split up time. And at least this one, it's not like down low infiltration. We're just going to, investigate a public place and have a conversation.
Isn't it? I mean, look at us 3. They're not
That's
going
kind
to
of a
welcome
problem.
us. I mean, I can disguise self.
I wonder,
easily
what
enough,
if
but-
some of you go to the school? Because there were some things you wanted to look into there.
That's going to be a bigger thing to deal with.
All right,
If we play that
That's-
card wrong, then we're fucked.
that's true.
Plus
Yeah,
by now,
that's gonna be
Right.
much more dangerous and take time.
Plus by now, Rykard probably knows that we came after those who took Petra, and if he has connections at the church, then he might already know that they never made it to the church.
To be fair, we did specifically tell him we were going after them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
yeah,
didn't
you
know
guys
it
left a
was-
message, but you didn't specifically speak to Rykard.
Yeah, but he would have
But-
gotten that message by now.
Yeah, we
It's
weren't.
years later.
We weren't
Yeah.
being secret. We
For
didn't
sure.
know.
So, actually, yes, the church might be dangerous too. Yeah, maybe we do hit up Ilvermyr first.
Yeah.
All right.
I hadn't considered that.
Time is of the essence.
Talos speaks up and he's like, I think this is a good idea, and just to, avoid any potential situations, we can make port further from Canderil than we did last time, so that there's no a lower chance of us running into anyone who might have survived that incursion and might be a little angry with us.
Can we
So-
hire an investigator to go ask questions at the church while we're gone?
Oh, we could
Potentially.
send
I was going-
the proven.
I was going to ask. What
I,
if you reach out to Edith the way that you were going to, and maybe she'll let something slip.
Well, she's not here though. She's back on.
You can
Right.
write
Look
to
for
her.
Yeah, you have the ability to.
Finley
contact her.
raises a little keratin finger. He's like, I never went to the school.
That's
They
You
don't-
want to
they don't know my
stay?
face. I could go check out the temple.
What
Yeah.
if something bad happens?
I mean, I don't know why anything bad would happen. Nobody knows what I look like, and also I'm pretty good at not being seen when I don't want to. I lived a whole life doing things like that before I tried to clean up my act, as it were.
Why don't you stay with the proven then? In the meantime,
All right.
I guess what we're looking for there is if any, but well, they would call them vulgarities, but if there's any chance that somebody's status of being touched might be removed, and if anybody else has come looking for such things.
Yeah, I'll. He turns to Talos. He's like, how long will it take you guys to get to Ilvermyr? Talos is like, if the seas and the winds are in our favor, 4 to 5 days. Like, all right. First couple days, I'll scout it out, stake it out, see if I notice any weird goings on anywhere around the cathedral. Then I'll go and, just ask some questions. I'm a curious guy. And maybe I'll ask if they see anybody who looks icy. Is that what you said?
yeah, both Nora and my father are frosty.
Excellent. Approximate ages?
Nora is 30, late 20s, early 30s.
Perfect.
Wait, is she older?
She's my older sister.
Oh.
Should I get the glove from Talos so I can communicate?
Yes.
Or do you guys want to take that with you in case you need to split up for some reason?
No, I think it's best to. Well, unless we have the Farquill, but then again, the Farquills might not be trustworthy anymore if they came from the school.
That's true. We don't know if they're all being
Copied
observed or
somewhere.
something. Would it be more useful to give the glove to Finley or to keep it in case we get separated on Ilvermyr? Or are we just gonna park the boat somewhere and all leave the boat when we get there?
Finley
That's
is
what I
going to
was
be the
thinking.
only one who's out on his own, completely.
I mean, that would just be to let us know that something went terribly wrong on either of our sides.
Yeah.
So, but if we took it to Ilvermyr, then there's potentiality that we could split up, watch the boat, make sure no survivors try to get to it.
Mm-hmm. And that might be more important to do. I would say that we hang on to it for this expedition, but I will give Finley some funds while he's separated from the group. I'll give him 4 agate pieces.
Nice.
It's going to sound like whatever. I'll just ask it. Why are we going to Ilvermyr?
Because that's where we think Thyrus is.
So what's the plan?
We're gonna
That
have,
we're not clear on.
we're gonna go to the mountain. We're gonna have Curtsy check out the mountain and see if
So we
he
want
can.
to talk to him.
Right.
That's the goal. Okay.
Well,
Do we
pull
want
him
to-
out.
Do we want to talk to him and release him, or do we just want to find whatever this tool is that the dragon is looking for and make sure the dragon cannot find it?
Yeah.
We might need to ask Petra again in the dreams.
Yeah.
I have a sneaking suspicion that if we let Thyrus out, he might be a little salty about the whole situation that happened all those times ago.
Oh, I don't think it's going to be a positive interaction.
No. Imagine if Petra got mad at us. That's kind of what this will be like.
I haven't really
Well-
considered Petra being mad.
The thing is Thyrus would have no reason to be mad at us. We did not do this to him, unless we are somehow regenerated from the Petra and everyone else. But I mean, yes, he'll be mad. He might wreak some havoc, but I don't think it would be directed at us. Hopefully.
Hopefully it has direction.
What is it going to be directed at? And if it is at Petra, then oof. Are we just reopening another god war?
I didn't think I'd ever have to ask myself that question.
We could hear the story though, from Thyrus' side, because we haven't gotten it really. We saw some in the dream, but Petra has been unable to tell us. Not to mention, I don't know what to do about Mrazek.
Yeah.
Well,
If he gets
Like,
the tool, is
that's,
that a bad thing? Is it? I mean, we're not crazy about the Children of Rot, but I don't know. Why we don't know what the tool is. He was reluctant to tell us.
would he return the tool to his mother? Is his mother good or bad?
Yeah.
I mean, either
No
way.
matter what, we're
And where is
walking a line of making a very big enemy one way or another.
Yes. At least with Thyrus, there's a potential for an equally powerful ally.
Yeah.
And just information. I mean, if he hasn't lost his memory like Petra, then he would have the stories, albeit from one point of view, but
Yeah, and maybe it'll be less vague.
Perhaps. Finley's like, all right, well, I'm gonna head back. I'll rendezvous with the Proven, and I'll keep a little dossier to share with you guys upon your return.
Excellent.
right.
Great work.
Good luck.
Good luck to you as well.
I'm
Make-
glad we got you off of Bromthir's side.
Me too. Make good choices.
Yeah,
Have we? Have we ever?
Do your
absolutely
best.
not.
And he exits the gangplank and heads back to town.
All right. Back to Ilvermyr, I guess.
Hi ho, hi ho.
All right.
Do we have enough supplies?
Yes, I've restocked shortly before I left to rejoin you all in the woods. You guys man your positions and set sail from Port Vindovir. As the city grows smaller behind you, you set out for Ilvermyr.
Nautical
Doing
cutscene.
this.
Is there,
Time, I think we don't have to do it again. We're doing it.
what preparations, if any, do you guys make, like on the ship? What are you doing to prepare yourselves for what comes ahead?
Unpack my winter clothing.
Yeah, right.
I'm installing a Gatling gun.
Hell yeah.
I would like to spend some time with this sword I'm sure there's not like a smithy on our ship or anything.
You are
like
the smithy
that,
on your
but-
ship.
Well, I mean, like there's not like a.
Oh, like a forge.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Right. You have some tools though for like care and upkeep.
Yeah, I suspect the sword has not been cared for
No.
appropriately.
No, and surprisingly, like, most of it is just grime, and when that gets wiped away, the sword is still in great condition. There's, like, not even a nick on the edge. It is, like, a strange... it still has that sort of, like, steel sheen to it, but it is darker than steel tends to be. Which, it doesn't look like a patina, because it is so glossy as you finally, like, get it cleaned off.
Yeah, I think I'll just spend a couple of hours over the next couple of days that we're on the ship just caring for it as you do a sword. I don't...
Absolutely. And, as you care for it, you're like...
finish, like, the pommel.
Yeah, you're like cleaning, sharpening, polishing. Occasionally you'll use it and practice some different stances. And occasionally you feel this sort of like tingle as at the hilt as you hold it. It's almost like when you get a shot, there's that sort of like tingle as you feel the fluid going in. You get that sensation a couple of times and see like the tips of your fingers start to blacken before color returns to them, almost like expelling this sickness that is the curse trying to infect you, but it literally cannot.
I will. Every time that happens, I'm gonna hold the sword up real close. If you start fucking talking, you're gone in the ocean.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh no.
Is that persuasion or intimidation?
Intimidation, yeah.
12.
The sword does not respond.
Good. Oh, we don't need 2 talking swords on this fucking boat.
That first night, as you all find your rest, Brody, Saoirse, and Arik, you find yourselves transported. Standing in a lush forest, and there's the rustling of violet leaves all around you. You see the stark white tree trunks with black gnarled eye-like knots, and there's a fresh blanket of snow on the ground. Animals that you've never seen before climb the trees. Some look like skittermonks, but chubbier with bushier tails. And there's strange animals that look half antelocks almost. They have antlers like Granny Brynja, and they're grazing on tufts of grass in the woods. There's soft crunching of snow as your attention turns to the side and you see a young furbolg with the beginnings of a fledgling beard and really long, wiry hair that goes out more than down. And he's carrying an axe on his back. As you just have time to take in this figure, there's an explosion of splinters as to your side a saber moose comes rushing through the woods, tearing down a tree, and it sideswipes the kid with its razor-sharp antlers and lets out this bellowing, not quite howl, not quite like elk call, as the kid just like tumbles end over end through the snow. As the saber moose is bearing down on him, a pale man with white hair appears as if from nowhere and throws a bottle at the creature. There's a blast of fire as it shrieks and pulls to the side. And before it can turn on him, another bottle, and it shatters and you see as acid begins eating through its pelt on one side. Eventually, as all of this is just like blasting into the creature, it turns tail and runs back into the woods. Petra looks the same age as he is now, unchanged, as he helps the boy up. Are you hurt? And the boy shakes his head. I am Kasovius Petrenor. What is your name? And the boy looks at him and he's like, Kasovius Petrenir? Petra's like, I can see how it would be complex with your language's syllables. Yes, but you may call me Petra. And you are? And the boy kind of like looks at him, wipes some blood from the side of his face. Thurunamor Brynvirsom. Wonderful.
Spell it with your heart.
Thurunamor Brynvirson.
Son of Brynvir?
Wonderful. You would call me Petra, and I shall call you Thyrus. The boy makes a face. Clearly that's not his name. You know, it is illegal for your kind to hunt in the Ashen Canes, no? And the boy kind of like takes a nervous step back, and you see his hand twitch as though he's like trying to decide whether or not he should go for the axe on his back. Petra puts his hands up. Do not worry, I will not tell a soul. You know, I could use one with your skill and talents. What do you say? You want to help with a little prank? And the boy, for the first time, cracks a little bit of a smile. And the dream wobbles and fades around you to Petra and Thyrus sprinting through alleyways, being chased by armed guards with sleek armor and long pointed ears. Petra is cackling, but Thyrus looks terrified as they sprint through the streets. And a cart pulls out into the road and they get separated. Unlike the last dream where you like saw each other and your bodies were present, in this one it's like your consciousness is just being pulled along, like you're being shown something rather than being free to move about in it, at least at this point. Thyrus takes off down an alleyway which opens up into another large street where he's then surrounded by guards. They have weapons drawn and are urging him to return what he stole. You hear more shattering bottles, there's explosions, guards go flying into the air and cartwheeling and tumbling through the sky before colliding with buildings and sliding back to the ground. A creature like a giant muscled callus with tentacles shimmers into existence and grabs guards with the tentacles and starts flinging them down the street. Petra appears again as if from nowhere and grabs Thyrus' hand in the confusion and pulls him into a separate alleyway. Thyrus looks up at Petra and he's like, "You came back." And Petra's like, "We never leave one of our own behind." And he claps the boy on the shoulder, and you can see his tears begin welling up in Thyrus' eyes. But they look odd as they bleed to violet and start to cloud as the dream once again starts collapsing around you and the smoke coalesces into another one of these large purplish blobs. Petra stumbles backward, tears once again pouring from his eyes as he like falls down and is pulling back from it. Suddenly looking around, you have freedom of movement to your own bodies. You see each other standing there in the alleyway, and I need the three of you to roll initiative.
No.
Sorry,
I
y'all.
already am missing hit points.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
Oh, come on. Because we didn't get our hit points back from the last stream.
Magnus is dreaming about donuts.
Yeah, Magnus is having a great sleep.
What if one of us dies in this dream?
Sorry, y'all.
We die in real life.
I know.
Yeah, we covered this.
No, I'm just saying.
I didn't cut me off from Petra.
I didn't think about it. I was testing something.
Seisha?
4?
You'll be fine. You got a magic sword. Probably still magic in the dream.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's magic in life.
18.
It's magic in the dream.
Alexander?
22. Rolled a nat 20.
Hell yeah. Excellent. Alexander, you are up first.
I'm just gonna start screaming for Petra. And Petra, it's just a dream. It's okay. It's just a dream.
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
No, why do you do this? It's a 2 on the dice. It's a 6.
You see, as Petra is like pulling away from this being, reflected in his eyes, you see just for a split second, there's this like flash of a reflection of a dagger in someone's back, and you get the sense that he's not seeing what you're seeing. You're not even sure if he heard you.
Fuck.
We'll say that was a free action to call out to him.
Can I run over and slap him?
Slap Petra? Yeah, go for it.
Smack.
Isn't that what I
Attack
did
roll.
last time?
Yeah.
Or I
Worked
thought
last
you like
time.
put your hands and like gave him.
Yeah, I think you. Oh no, you used your channel divinity
Oh, I did.
That's right.
to get rid of fear.
That's a 19 on the die.
19 does hit Petra. Go ahead and roll a d4 plus your strength modifier.
So that's gonna be a 4.
4. Okay. I will let you know there is a damage threshold on Petra. You will have to deal at least 10 damage to him to get him to wake up from this dream in a single hit.
In a single hit. Oh, okay. Ooh, ew. But he takes that in real life.
He does?
Well, it's his dream, so maybe he doesn't.
Who's to say?
Maybe he does.
You rush over and you slap him, and you get a clearer picture. You see that he seems to be reliving the same dream that you guys had last time.
Damn it.
That's going to be Brody.
I don't want to do anything. I'm gonna hang back and just cast Armor of Agathis and You'll see a cold steam come off of me as I get covered in ice.
Okay.
Crusty.
That's going to be the nightmare,
Of
which
course.
saw Arixavir going over to Petra, and you're not sure if this is like the same creature from last time or what the deal is, but it seems to have at least enough intelligence that it knows what you're trying to do and wants to stop you. Natural 1.
Yay!
Some of the smoke just kind of like billows out in this almost like spike trailing smoke behind it, and you duck out of the way as it sends another. That's still not great. 12 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Excellent. You're just like dodge rolling out of the way, going around Petra as
God
it's just
damn
like
it, Petra.
as this strange ethereal being is just firing little smoke spikes out at you. That's going to be Saoirse.
Okay, so last time casting Channel Divinity took us out of the dream.
Mhm.
But we needed to talk to Petra?
Well, I don't know if he'll be able to answer anything. We just need to see what he thinks about getting Tyrus out.
When a spell says willing, how willing? What do we mean by willing?
Aware.
This is like a tech company writing their end user license agreement.
It's always like yeah, I'll chase after Arixavir, and similar to last time, I'm just gonna try and slap those cheeks, and this time I'll try to cast Heroism and see if that works.
Oh, okay. What does heroism do?
Willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery until the spell ends. The creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns.
I like that. I'm going to say make a persuasion check with advantage. This is going to be a difficulty of 16.
Oh, I can't give you
No,
dreams in your
Magnus is
dream.
not here.
Nothing anybody could give me would make this a 16. 9.
I think in the instance of that roll, you go and you slap your hands on his cheeks, and there's that warmth that like tries to pass through him. But in this moment, I don't think he's a willing creature because he's not aware of where he is or what's going on.
Yeah.
Is that all you do?
That is all I got.
All right, that's going to be back at the top with Arixavir.
I can only heal stuff. I can't. I don't know how to inflict pain on him of 10 without
do-
stabbing him.
Do recall, because you are in a dream, you have access to not just your prepared spells, but all of the cleric spells.
Yeah.
You hit him with the flat of your axe. An enhanced
butt.
slap.
Like, what
Spank
am I
him.
gonna do?
Ooh.
Okay, so there's. What if we do lesser restoration on him and it severs all of our ties?
Forgot.
Might be good though, because he's not really. I don't know. I'm just gonna ask him. Petra, do you want us to release Tyrus?
This wouldn't be a persuasion check. I'm going to say make a straight charisma roll. This is to see if you can get through whatever Petra is seeing to communicate with him, and then I'm going to say, for my own reasons, make this with advantage.
Okay, so it's a 13 with advantage.
Petra reaches out and puts a hand on the side of your face, and tears still rolling down his face. He just says, Tyrus, I am so sorry. I didn't want it to be this way. And he's seeing you as Tyrus in this moment.
Would you undo it if you could? Would you let me out?
Of course. Of course I would.
Then
If I
that's
could
what
go
we'll-
back and change things, it would be different.
What if you could change them now?
I think that's all we have time for in this moment. You slap him again? Yeah. Okay, make an attack roll.
18.
That hits.
Oh, I don't even think I can hit 10 with just the. God damn it. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, that's a 6.
You slap him again. If you could change it now. Petra's like, I deserve this. I deserve this and worse. That's going to be Brody.
I'm gonna pull out Zonder.
Appears in your hand.
Does he still seem upset at Petra?
Make an insight check.
13.
13. I don't think Sonder ever expressed that he was upset with Petra.
It was only at the woman.
It was at the woman.
Okay.
And it wasn't so much like, it was like there was just this primal urge of, like this primal flame of hatred that as he realized what was about to happen or what had happened, and in that moment couldn't differentiate between the two, he was like, if we kill her, it stops. But none of that was directed at Petra.
Okay. But this nightmare being, does it seem like it's like manifested from Petra?
It's definitely manifested from Petra's dreams.
Okay.
And like his memories.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna cast Hex on the nightmare and try to attack it.
Excellent. Yeah, you cast Hex. It does take hold on the creature. And go ahead and make your attack roll.
I get all the bad rolls out over here before I have to do anything later.
Yeah.
Because we are rolling like ice.
Yeah. 10?
So shine, so good.
10 does not hit. You rush forward with Sonder and swipe out at the creature, and it's impossible to tell like what its perception is like because there's not like a face or eyes. It's just this mass of like thick, solid smoke. And as you try to swipe through it, it parts before the blade can touch, and just kind of like recoalesces as you swipe through.
Got it.
That's going to be the nightmare. As it feels Brody swipe out at it. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, nat 20.
Natural 20 succeeds. As this being like flares out, you see it splits, and your blade passes through the smoke, and it sends out 2 tendrils towards your head that you feel kind of like trying to snake their way into your nostrils and your mouth. But you like step back, and like as it does, there's like a brief gasp that you do of like in surprise where you inhale some of it, and you start feeling like dizzy, and it's like the world is spinning around you for a moment as you just get like incredibly confused, but you step back and cough, and as it comes out, you resist its confusion spell. That is going to be Saoirse.
I'm gonna channel divinity again, bound by heart, and everybody is within 30 feet,
Yes.
so I will use that on everybody.
There's once again that warm feeling of like you're still frightened and you're still startled that this creature is back, and just that's the situation itself is terrifying to be within. But there's that mote of warmth that you feel in your chest that is the gift of bravery to face that fear and stand up against it. And Saoirse, I'm going to have you make just a straight charisma roll. It's going to be a difficulty of 16.
11.
I think it's just like you feel it all take hold, and all of you will be immune to fear. Or is it immune to fear, or they have advantage on resistance?
I believe advantage. Advantage on saving throws against being frightened.
Excellent.
And everybody gets
3 temp HP, I think.
I'm good.
I know. This is all I have to offer. Eventually it'll be a lot. But right now, 3.
Having seen Thyrus before, and knowing that he is a similar creature, like a, if not the same species as Oryxovier, having Oryxovier there in Petra's face and like them interacting in this moment feels like it might be keeping Petra here. That is going to be top of the round, Oryxovier.
I'm gonna guiding bolt the nightmare.
Hell yeah, go for it.
That's a 10. Like dog shit.
This time it just forms a hole in itself as the guiding bolt passes through the center. Somebody needs to start rolling higher.
Is Magnus y'all's lucky charm?
Hey,
all die.
it was simply 2 sessions ago that all of a sudden somebody else was rolling 3 nat ones, I think.
We cut to Magnus's dream.
What happened before?
We cut to Magnus's dream where he's like eating an ice cream cone in a library made of puppies.
Don't lie. Magnus isn't sleeping.
It was the best.
Magnus is wide awake studying some shit.
Waffle cone.
You've done it. You figured out every spell there is.
Oh, wonderful. Now I can go.
Thank you, Mr. President. No, Magnus. You're the president. Slaps you on the back.
Unless there's anything else Elixir wants to do, that's going to be Brody's turn.
Sleep more often. This rocks.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
I convinced Lokvara to become a democracy, and now I'm the president.
I don't think Magnus has any interest in being the president.
Unless that gets him access to more secrets.
There's aliens.
I'm gonna bonus action cast Hexblade Curse. So it's got the curse and the hex.
Nice.
And then attack again. 22.
Hey, that hits.
Yay.
Go ahead and give me, roll these by damage type.
Got it. 6 physical damage, 3 from necrotic, and then 15 from the cold.
Excellent.
That does it.
Killed.
Make a quick insight check as a free action.
Okay. 7.
7. You can see that it flickers and there's this shifting of the smoke as it kind of almost shudders whenever you cut through it, but the ice that spreads through doesn't seem to do much. It's that forever dream problem of you just don't feel like you're making purchase with your hit.
Like you pooped your pants at school.
You're not allowed to wake up until you clean it up.
You're not allowed to wake up until you clean it up. And you're wearing your goth pants.
Your partner's calling the rude department on you.
Hello?
That's going to be the nightmare.
Of course it is.
It's going to whip out with a multi-attack on Brody again, because
Cool.
that hurt.
That hurted.
That's a 17 for the first one.
Yeah, that will hit.
You take 12 points of psychic damage, and you feel this fear creeping into your mind, but that mote of warmth in your chest from Saoirse burns it away.
And then it takes 10.
Oh yeah, 10 cold damage, yeah?
Mhm.
And then second attack. Nope, that's an 8.
Cool.
I'm also rolling really low.
I'm just gonna roll and see what I get.
It's like
What if Magnus was here attacking?
A 1.
I'm glad you're not. I'm glad you're not. You keep dreaming about puppies.
One of
and
the puppies
waffle
bites
cones.
your hand, and you shit on the floor in the library.
No, this dream took a terrible turn.
And you're in your goth pants, and your partner is calling the rude department.
No!
Saoirse, that's gonna be you.
How's this happening?
How? It's probably
Nightmare
not
appears in
possible
yours.
to tell how the nightmare looks. Right? Does it look hurt?
Is it
Oh,
happy?
make an insight check.
It's like a horse.
18.
You can see it is starting to flicker, and there are pieces of it where because the smoke looks compact. It's hard to describe, but it's almost just this roiling cloud. But with Brody's slashes and that explosion of ice, you can see now there are tendrils of it where smoke is drifting off of it. So it does look injured.
Near death.
Unclear.
We have our stuff in our dream.
You do.
I'm gonna hit Petra in the toes with my warhammer.
Okay.
Wake the fuck up.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Starting to look like roast beef.
17?
17 hits Petra. Go ahead and roll damage for your warhammer. Are you gonna smite on this one?
Nope.
Okay.
Are you shitting out on my dick?
Mind the walls. You okay?
No! 4 points of damage. I'm gonna throw up.
Petra doesn't even seem to react as you
I know!
smash his toes.
His toes.
That was a 1 on that damage die.
Yeah. I tried to help in any way I could.
I don't want to get close to the nightmare. I don't have very many hit points.
That's gonna be Ilvermyr.
Guiding bolt the stupid nightmare again.
Go for it.
Yes. Okay, that's
Yay.
a 24 to hit.
24
Nice.
hits.
Yeah. Nice. 13 damage. And any attack roll before the end of my next turn has advantage against it.
13, you said?
Yes. 13 radiant damage.
Excellent. You see, as this collides with the creature, there's like this burst of glittery sparkwind that shudders throughout the creature's body, and it seems to dislike that very much. As it just like shudders, and it is still like hovering there, but you can see now there's tons of smoke drifting off of it. Seems to be almost getting smaller in mass.
Don't like that radiant energy.
Did not enjoy that.
We hear Magnus's voice speaking. As apparently I'm figuring this out when it comes out of Magnus's voice.
voice. Yeah.
Actually,
I made a joke earlier.
You weren't even here.
Oh no!
Before we started filming, we were talking about the idea of Ulrich Sovir pretending to be Magnus to feed information to Mage Groth.
Put on a voice, but it sounded more like Bobby from King of the Hill.
actually,
It doesn't seem to like radiant damage, Dad.
That's how I think Magnus sounds.
That's going to be Brody.
All right. So attack with advantage.
Yes.
Yes, with advantage.
No.
Do better. Double advantage.
15.
15 does hit.
Oh, cool.
God.
Yeah, this thing doesn't have a super high AC. We've just been rolling really, really low.
We're just doing a
I'm
bad
gonna
job.
bring out my shield too.
Hell yeah.
So I'm done casting spells.
Nice.
Okay. 5 physical, 3 from the curse, whatever. Yep. And then 10 cold.
Nice. That is exactly enough damage. What does it look like when you destroy the nightmare?
I'm trying to think of some dumb dream thing. I don't know, just
Yeah. As Sonder like cuts through it, it's almost like the nightmare absorbs into the blade, but then more than just the nightmare. You see like the surrounding trees, leaves are being pulled off and becoming wisps of smoke as everything is like drawn into Sonder. There's this moment of like you holding the blade there, and your hair is blowing back for some reason, even though everything's being
And
sucked.
it's longer.
Yeah, even though everything's being sucked into the blade. And then as the last thing finally gets sucked in, there's this burst of white light as all of you sit straight up in your cots and are awake on the ship. Your spell slots reset, but your hit points do not.
Oh, but my lay on hands is back.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
I don't wake up though, right? I just have my own independent dream.
Did you go to sleep?
You guys wake
Did
up
you
and it's
actually
morning.
go to sleep?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cure wounds myself, sis. Still hurt from the last time. Oh no.
As you guys like groggily step out onto the deck, Thalos is there manning the helm, and he's like, "Good morning, everyone. You guys look like shit." Is it the dream thing?
It's
Still?
the dream thing.
oh
Should
you all
I
had the
sever
dream
us
thing?
from the dream thing?
Maybe. I don't know if the nightmare will just come back every time, or I was kind of hoping that once we killed the nightmare, we could just talk to Petra, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case.
But you got answers from
But we-
Petra last night.
Petra is sorry that what he did to Tyrus. So if he could go back and not do that, that's what he would do. But I don't know if that means he would undo it today. It sounds like he probably would have done it a different way if he could. So maybe we just go and hear Tyrus out and then see what we can do to strike a bargain with him to not do whatever it is that, that Petra doesn't want him to do.
That I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
It's a plan.
Yeah.
I say we sever the bond so we can get some actually good sleep.
Right. Hands, hands, hands.
Yeah, the last three of you that were tethered are. You feel that connection to Petra.
It's
What
What?
if I can ask him now?
try.
I want to like pull out a little baggie of like bones and sticks and gems and stuff, and be like, try to find that little moat of connection to Petra and see if I can cast augury.
Ooh, I like that. Augury, I believe you can ask a question of like the spirits of the land or whatever, and you get, is that the one where you get like weal, woe, or some kind of mix? Where like you can explain a course of action that you want to take,
Yeah.
and it tells you whether that's a good idea or a bad idea.
It says results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. So I could talk about severing the connection, but I can't talk about freeing Thyrus. I mean, we're on our way to go do that. Is that enough?
You could
have to
ask
try.
him if deciding to free Thyrus is a good idea, because we're doing that right now.
We are
That's true.
deciding that.
I mean, we do have to make that decision one way or another, so I feel like that's what that would spin into. You receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of that specific course. Yeah, we'll try it. Okay.
Okay, you focus on the moat of Petra's awareness that you can feel within you still. As Saoirse, have you already removed from yourself and Brody?
I have. And then Elixir said, wait.
Yeah, holding this bunch of probably all like things that you have from Ilvermyr that you've kept, just like twigs and various roughage.
Bones and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and
Cool rock.
What about those like funny like all ones D20 or the all ones D12 and the all twos D20 or whatever? that you
Probably.
got?
yeah, just a handful of all of the things that make you think of Petra. Some, clippings from plants from where you first met and things like that. And you close your eyes and you cast the spell. And there's this moment where I think all of you see there's just this faint like aura, like a glow around Ilvermyr that shifts and twirls like the Sparkwinds do. Ilvermyr, your eyes are closed and you see as like in your mind's eye, Petra's face comes into like out of focus, but you can tell who it is. And it's there and it's flickering and tenuous. What do you ask?
We're deciding to free Thyrus. Is this a good plan?
You see as Petra is like turning and struggling, and you hear his voice. Ilvermyr, I can feel what you're trying to do and what you're trying to ask. Limitations. No. And as he says no, you see his face comes fully into focus, and the darkness that it was suspended within, you see kind of like bleeds into muddy ground. As it's almost like he's reached and is like holding the darkness at bay with his hands to his side, as you see his face clearly as he leans in towards you and he's like, let Thyrus out. I will not tell them anything. You have to trick Miresic. Only do exactly what he says, but don't give him exactly what he wants. This is what we do. And he like touches you on the nose and you feel that physical touch and he's like, it's fighting back. It's fighting back. Yes, free Thyrus. Take the tool if it's still there. I have a feeling it is not, but you must let Thyrus out. And then the connection severs. And
I think I drop all the things and it just like makes a perfect circle and then just like like a part of it just opens up.
yeah, and make a Constitution saving throw.
Huh!
Oh no, your brains.
22.
You feel a massive migraine coming on, like you have never experienced before. Like your vision, as you open your eyes and the circle opens on one side, you get like colors that dance at the edge of your vision, and the light, there's just like this really, really harsh, sharp flare to the light. Like if you've ever like squinted your eyes at night looking at a street lamp and it gets that starlight quality, all of the light takes on that, but you close your eyes and like shake your head and you feel as it retreats, as that connection with Petra in that moment pushed the spell further than it should have worked in the way that Petra's magic usually does, and the blowback was almost too much for you to handle.
Okay. Well, we're gonna let Thyrus out. We gotta be really careful about Miresic. This is not going to be easy. But it will be fun.
All we promised him was that we would tell him where the prison is.
Simple enough.
That's true.
Excellent.
Maybe we don't even tell him in person. Maybe we do it via message or something.
Well, we need to make sure that he releases Petra.
That's true.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out. We'll figure out some tricksy way of being sneaky.
The ink black seas are calm and dark as the winds seem to favor you, and you make quick progress towards Ilvermyr. Your dreams over the next couple of days are thankfully normal, and as you have severed the connection with Petra now on everyone, nobody gets pulled into any dangerous scenarios.
Do we keep our temp HP?
I think it's only for a certain amount of time.
A minute.
A minute.
1 minute.
No.
It does say. It says I just don't know how to read.
Yeah, but you guys can take a long rest because you'll have several nights sleep throughout this journey. I don't see any reason for there to be extra complications. You guys have made this trip a couple of times now.
Kind of want to talk to Magnus.
Absolutely, yeah. Anything or any preparations you guys want to make during the next 4 days of your travel, we can touch on those now.
I'm gonna walk up to Magnus with my battle axe. When you were looking at this, did you find anything interesting?
Yeah, like it definitely has magical qualities to it, and what I discovered about it was that it will grow in power with you, most likely. Not sure how exactly, but that seems to be the enchantment that's woven into it.
Is there anything I'm supposed to, like, do with it? Because this was
Like
all
in terms
smeared and stuff,
of,
but...
like in terms of destiny, or
Because, like, we never actually spoke about it after you did the identify spell.
oh, I didn't write this. Let me see.
Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. It got all smudgy, too.
Let's see. It's Flame Tongue. As a bonus action, you can speak the command word, causing flames to erupt from the blade. In a 40-foot radius, it sheds bright light, and an additional 40-foot radius dim light. While you have it ablaze, it deals an extra 2d6 fire damage, and that lasts until you speak the command word to extinguish it, or you drop it or sheath it. So basically, like, you just say whatever the command word is, it lights up on fire, it's really bright, and it deals an extra 2d6 fire damage.
Okay.
Currently.
And what is that command word?
You said it.
Oh, I get to set it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was, like, not sure if this was, like, it was a family thing, so I was, like, not sure if it already had been set, and that
So
I
it's
had, like,
part of
figured it out.
attuning to the weapon is you set the command word.
What do you want your password to be?
Fiddlesticks.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's amazing. It's the same combination I have on my luggage.
I've been meaning to steal your things.
I think I'm gonna try to attune to it then,
yeah.
and see if I can't figure out a word to set for it then.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you spend the next hour or so focusing on the weapon and really, like, looking over the intricacies of it and getting to know it more intimately than you have since you received it from Granny Brynja. You feel, similar to the mental connection that you had with Petra, you feel a connection with this weapon that goes deeper than just it being magical and wanting a partner. It's more, it's deeper than that. And you feel like it ties back to your family and your roots.
I'm gonna have to think of a word.
Granny!
Yeah, I was like, Brynja? No, that's not gonna work.
Butthole.
Buttholes.
I'm gonna call it Sonder.
Hemorrhoid!
Oh no.
Hammer.
Because it's fiery, fiery butthole.
No.
Also, it's an axe. Hemorrhoid. I thought
Fiery.
you said hammeroid.
Oh, no.
And I was like,
That's-
very
oh,
funny
that's
for
what
a
I thought
hammer.
too.
Oh, right, it could be a pun, though. There's probably a pun in there somewhere.
Like if you dedicated one of your hammers to like only hitting people on the ass, it could be a hammeroid.
Kick axe!
But no, it should probably be something meaningful.
Meaningful to Oryxovir.
True.
Let me axe you something.
Oh no.
Do you want to be on fire?
While you think about that, the journey continues. Is there anything else anyone gets up to anything anybody wants to touch on during the journey before arriving?
I think at some point I'm gonna hunt down. There's probably some practice swords on the ship, right?
Yeah, there's like wooden swords for sure.
We'll throw one to Brothy.
All right, I catch it.
You ready to play pirates?
To play?
We're playing. We're practicing, but we're on a ship, so the pirates. And I will practice some sword fighting because I haven't really done any.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you want to do like rollies to see who gets the upper hand? Or do you guys want to just describe how it goes and what we see?
I think rollies, right?
Sure.
Rollies.
We'll have each of you make an attack roll. And higher roll gets the upper hand.
Tight dice.
Brody, I'm going to say Brody rolled with disadvantage because there's a little bit of a...
It's maybe small, but I can see what's
I don't
on
think
there.
you
I don't
need the
even need
disadvantage.
a roll.
Oh, was it a natural one?
Yeah.
Oh, no. You feel actually like your muscles are betraying you at certain moments because Sandra is jealous that you're using a practice sword.
Listen, I don't trust Sonder enough
Oh God.
to have him used on me.
And Saoirse, I think that you are surprised at how, because you have practiced with all the weapons that you create to, make sure that they're balanced and make sure that they function properly. But you haven't had a lot of opportunity to, especially with a sword, put that practice into reality. And you're not sure if it's just Brody being off his game or what, but I think it's a confidence
couple
boost.
times I'm just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, there are times where Brody lingers in a stance too long and leaves himself open, and you're able to exploit that. Brody, you get a couple of bruises, but Saoirse, you get some as well, as he does get a few hits in. But each of you see, especially anybody else who might be up on deck watching this go down, watching over on the deck from the helm where he's still steering the ship. Thalos has a little smirk on his face as he's just having one of the good times.
Oh, and we're talking shit too. I know we are.
Making bets with Arc Severe during that.
Yeah.
Just passing cords back and forth.
I think you guys probably carve out 30 minutes to an hour each day to practice your forms and things. I think you also see that left in the common area, there's the big round table that you guys have down beneath decks. There's a couple of things laid out on the table that are little gifts that Finley had been working on, where each of your aside from magnet, I think there's a dagger, but each of your preferred weapon type. There's a wooden axe. There's a wooden hammer and a wooden sword. There's a wooden sword that's carved to look similar to Sonder, and
It's got a little eye, but it's got eyelashes.
yeah. They're not perfectly weighted. They don't have the metal poles to them like the practice swords do, but it is the correct shape. And there's some heft to it so that if you wanted to, train and spar without harming each other, you could do that. On the 5th day of travel, as snow is once again falling through the air, you've all got your furs and your cloaks pulled tight, except for Saoirse, who's not really bothered by the cold.
Probably just have a cloak to put a hood up.
Ilvermyr once again comes into sight in the distance, and you can see the light atop the museum turned temple in Gloamshore turned Canderil is still burning brightly. You're not sure what that means, if anything, but it is a beacon of where not to go, I think, as Thalos is going to steer far clear of Canderil. He goes about probably 5 or 6 miles northwest to just outside of some shallows where he weighs anchor, and you guys can load up in a dinghy and head to shore.
We're leaving the glove with Thalos on the ship.
Yeah.
Thalos is oh, am I staying here?
We're leaving the ship here. Okay.
I feel like we are far enough, offshore and away from Gloamshore that it should be fine.
Okay.
Does the weather seem like it'll hold and ship won't?
It seems like it. It's overcast and snowing, but there's not heavy winds. You get the sails furled and everything packed up as much as you can in anchor weighed.
Okay.
Or anchor dropped.
I'll grab my extra blanket.
Yeah.
Can we pinpoint the mountain and the direction we need to go from here?
Alvir's like, yes, I can lead the way. I know it well. And setting out, Alvi's familiarity with the area, it comes in incredible handy in several situations where you think if Alvir hadn't been here, probably there would have been some run-ins with dreads and creatures that still lurk and linger on the island, but he has so much experience surviving in these woods and in this area that he knows the common signs to look for and what to avoid. And he leads you guys safely through until the ashen canes give way to mountainous terrain. There's dark black stone that's covered with moss in places, and you guys all look at the climb that you have before you as Alvir's like, all right, it shouldn't be too crazy of a climb. I don't think we will need, like equipment or anything, but do be careful because the moss can be slick. And he starts climbing up. I need everybody to make an athletics check. This is difficulty of 12 to avoid taking a point of exhaustion while climbing the mountain.
Does anybody need help?
Oh yeah, I do have guidance.
So I do have, if we do have hammer and pitons and all that, can I use that?
Yeah, that will give you advantage.
Cool.
Clever.
People.
18.
Excellent.
I'm going, since I know I have, like my cloak on gives me feather fall, so I'm not gonna like be too concerned about falling to avoid exhausting myself by, being extra grippy when I don't need to or whatever.
For sure.
But I'm also gonna make sure that everyone else is safe by having a feather fall spell ready to cast on the group if need be.
Absolutely.
And I'll hold up like the rear, the bottom, I guess. I'll just
Caboose.
stay underneath everybody for catching.
Nice.
Lay on.
Catching caboose.
So what are we rolling? Athletics? or-
Athletics, difficulty of 12.
18.
16.
18, 18, 16.
7.
Boy.
I think there's a couple of times, Magnus, where the first time that you get to an area, it's mostly like just kind of steep, like walking. There's not a lot of climbing until you get to a certain point where you're like already halfway up the peak, and Alvir's like, all right, I'm going to grow some branches out for handholds. Just be careful. Again, the moss is very slick. And it's like starts climbing up. You all go. Magnus, this is the first time you get about halfway up. It is freezing cold. Your blanket like blows off in the wind, and you like instinctively like reach out to try and catch it and lose your grip and have to use the feather fall as you just like gently fall downstairs. So you grab him and pull him back on. He's like,
So I don't have to use the spell, but like the cloak will do it.
His cloak billows out and he just like falls like a
Can I
dropped
just,
cloth.
Strap him on my back? Is that an option?
Sure, yeah. You do so, and I'll say make another athletics check. This will be like you had disadvantage because you're carrying someone.
Can I guidance?
Sure.
It's D4. Baby bindle the Magnus.
21.
Nice.
Excellent. You just kind of like strap Magnus onto your back with some extra rope that you have and climb up the rest of the way.
This isn't embarrassing at all.
The only one of us that was truly an indoor kid.
We'll never talk about it.
Yeah. But because of this, you don't take a point of exhaustion.
Nice.
And you all eventually make it to an area that looks vaguely familiar. Looking down through the clouds, which have begun to, go partly cloudy, you have the same view as you did within the dream. Although Canderil below looks completely different. The fire atop the museum turned temple still burns brightly, and you can see smoke rising from a couple of the houses, so it does seem to still be inhabited by something sentient enough to start a fire.
Did you carry Curtsy all the way up here?
Oh, God.
Did Curtsy climb up on his own?
Yeah, I probably carried him.
Yeah, I won't make you roll again just because we've already moved past it, but yeah, Curtsy is also here, and he's like in your backpack.
Yep.
He's gotten a little bit bigger. He's closer to 60 pounds now.
Jesus.
And is getting dangerously close to no longer fitting in a backpack.
Yep.
Still looks exactly like a pumpkin though.
He doesn't need to breathe, right? Like, could have just put him in my bag.
That's true. Yeah, if you want
No.
to. Actually, I don't think he would fit.
Oh.
I think he's gotten too big to fit into the bag of holding.
Well, R.I.P.
Carry your son then.
Yeah.
As you guys are having this revelation of like, this is where you remember, this is the view you remember from the dream, Alvir, who wasn't in the dream, speaks up before any of you mentioned it, and he's like, I think this is where Petra and I stopped the first time. There's a little cave inlet just around the bend here, and that's where we went and had our fire. I think we're nearing the peak. It should only be a short climb up from here.
I don't think we need to go to the peak. Can you show us where that inlet is?
Sure. And he takes you around. It's not a cave so much as it's like an overhang, but it's just up and around. There's like this little inlet, and you can see the black staining on the top of the inlet from where fires had been had here many times. And it's just a little bit further up and around to get to the peak that you flew up to within the dream.
Okay. This looks familiar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I think that we go check out exactly where we were.
I'll let Magnus down.
Yeah, you do so.
Thank you.
Everybody make an investigation check.
Can I pull Curtsy out?
Yep.
All right, buddy. Can you do your thing?
Sure. Where?
Let's find out.
9.
9. Excellent.
14.
30, 20.
30, 20.
16.
Excellent. Yeah, so the views from up here look incredibly similar. Like, you know that you're in the right place, but looking at the mountaintop around you, so much has changed from weathering, and like it looks like a different mountain almost. The only thing that feels the same is the dark, like black lava stone. I think as you guys are trying to get your bearings and moving around, Arixavir, almost instantly you take Curtsy by the little vine-like hand and walk him over to this small lump of stone that looks just slightly unnatural compared to everything around it. And on a 20, you see that there's, on top of this mound, there's a small circular hole.
I plug it.
Like just big enough for you to stick Curtsy in?
It's like maybe, I don't know, an inch or two.
I imagine this is the air hole for thyroid. Okay.
Toot in it.
Now he's gonna hate us.
Yeah.
Curtsy's like, here?
Yeah. Can you sense anything here, Curtsy?
And he takes his hand and you see this, the vine, he like holds out a finger and the vine grows down into it. And he's like, there's certainly an interesting shape here. And he like pulls it back out, and you see his finger is like extended into these vines that have this almost branching, twisting to them. It's like a strange little bramble that looks odd and almost like a root to all of you, except for Brody, who recognizes almost exactly the shape that Sonder was in when you first met him, before the connection was made. It looks like a small little like nervous system almost.
Spooky.
A weird stick.
Yeah, when I first got Sonder, he almost looked like branching nerves or something.
And we know Sonder has to do with Thyrus because he belonged to Thyrus at some point.
Yeah.
And so maybe we're in
You
the
think
right
he
spot?
can still talk to Thyrus?
Sonder?
Yeah.
Give it a try.
I'll ask him.
And Sonder has been uncharacteristically quiet through this entire journey. You ask, and he's like, I've told you, Brody, I don't have any connection to Thyrus anymore. And Alvir's like, do you think maybe it's like a key? Like maybe if we plug Sonder in, that could be what lets him out?
We can try.
Will he take Sonder back?
I don't know.
Is that a risk you're willing to take, Brody?
Yeah.
All right, if you're sure. Yeah, you slide the blade, which changes shape to perfectly meld within. And as it does, you feel, all of you feel as there's like a pulse that emanates throughout the mountain. It like rumbles beneath your feet for a moment, and that stone begins to bulge and crack. Brody, I need you. Actually, I need everybody, because you're all standing around as this happens. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit.
Oops.
I'm like writing all of this in my journal, like everything that we're doing and like everything that I'm seeing. Maybe I should roll with this.
Probably. You're like sketching the ground as Brody's like putting Sandra in. You're like, I
so
just can't get this angle right, and it's because the ground is bulging. Every time I look up, it's like it changed. Oh shit, it changed.
So dexterity save?
Yes.
17.
Nice.
I rolled a natural 20. But
Hell yeah.
Hands on knees, staring at it real close up. That's a 6.
19.
19,
22.
22.
Why is this so hard to draw? But like, just like completely keeping my feet. I'm like,
Magnus, what did you roll again?
I feel like
17?
a chicken.
17, that's right.
gyroscopically stable.
It's just the book stays stable as
There he is, the hula master.
All of you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage, except for Rixavir, you take 10. The 3 of you succeeded as rocks burst from the mound and shoot out like pepper from a shotgun.
right into the face.
Yeah, Rixavir, you literally get flipped over backwards and like land on your stomach, slide across the ground as
God.
there's just dust. It's like a mini eruption for a moment as Earth is just jettisoned into the sky, probably a good 100, 200 feet up. And there's just a cloud of dust that surrounds you all as you kind of are coughing and trying to get it out of your lungs.
Do I need to roll for curtsy as well?
Oh, yes.
Oh my god, did he take 5 damage?
Oh, nat 20.
He's fine.
Hell yeah. The stone hits Curtsy and just like sinks in. Just absorbs it.
Minty.
Which rock would be the mintiest?
Jade.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it would.
green.
As the smoke clears and you're all still like coughing and standing back up on your feet, to those of you who like kind of had to roll to get out of the way of these projectiles, the smoke clears and you see an enormous figure, probably 9 feet tall, has just pulled itself up out of this section of earth and is brushing rock from completely bare chest. There's like some leathers wrapped around the waist, long wooden-looking antlers that have like plants growing off of them in places, and a massive beard that reaches down and covers most of the chest with thorns and twigs and moss growing in it. And you see the form of Thyrus as he stands tall, and for a moment looks around. And he's going to step forward. I'm going to roll a d4. I'm just going to number everybody 1, 2, 3, 4 to see who he's going to grab.
Oh,
As
okay.
you should.
3, Brody.
Thematic.
Interesting. Very interesting.
The dice are telling a tale.
Make an athletics or acrobatics check.
Where's my sword?
Ooh,
There was a lot of action on that roll.
I know.
DC's 23.
Holy
I hit 23.
balls.
Hell yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you see
plus
as
5, and then I rolled 18. So.
you see as this massive figure lumbers forward and a giant hand just like reaches out to grab at you. How do you avoid it?
I imagine he like grabs me by like my cloak, and I just undo it.
Duck out as he's holding it and like tosses it to the side.
I'm gonna sit up with my hand on my broken nose as I'm casting Cure Wounds on myself and be like, "Hello there, Runamore."
You see he's about to like reach out and grab for you again, Brody, when he hears this, and like his head just turns quickly in your direction.
Or should I call you Thyrus? Which do you prefer?
He lumbers over and like looks over you.
It's broken.
Just blood everywhere.
He like looks at you, and you see for a moment his eyes linger on the axe hilt on your back, and he goes, "Brynvir."
No.
Where?
I think it's been a while, but anyways, we were sort of sent here to get you get you out in a manner of speaking.
Are they related?
Good, good. Where is Petra? Where is Valira? I have to. Something is coming. Valira has to be warned. We have to stop her.
Slow down.
It's going to eat everything.
Yes, slow down. It has been a long time. I don't think that is the case anymore.
He looks around. You see, he holds his hand out to the side, and nothing happens. He's like,
Yeah, things have changed quite a bit.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
Oh God.
you summon Sonder?
Yeah.
You do so, he instantly turns. Where? As he like slowly stomps over to you. Where did you get that?
Lady with a bunch of arms and many eyes gave it to me.
Many eyes. Otherkin. That bitch.
Okay.
Who?
Otherkin.
Otherkin.
There's like a moment, he's like looking around trying to like gather his surroundings. He looks up into the sky. At this point, the sun has set and you can see the Sparkwinds are dancing incredibly bright tonight overhead as he looks up and he's like, she's dead. I missed it. It already happened. And that's where we're gonna end this episode of the Sparkwind Chronicles.
How dare.
You
Chaos!
son of a
Oh
gun.
my God.
Are you related to him?
I kind of assumed so. After finding out that he was actually Firbolg, I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit, yeah, that.
I don't know why, that didn't occur to me until just now.
Well, like all Firbolgs know each other?
Yeah.
But like we didn't know, like nobody else, we didn't see anybody else that ever looked Firbolgish.
Yeah, you guys have never met another Firbolg.
Chaos.
Aside from Rainier.
I mean, it makes sense since Petra like approached you when you were a child, right before the Ember Flare. Probably
Yeah.
like finding Thyrus's descendants or relatives or
I
whatever.
think
Well,
he
and
even
then
said,
why he
I think
was
he even said to
confusing you
you
for
looked
him.
familiar the first time you met.
Yeah, he might have. I found him in a clearing.